Okie dokie. All right, let's get on with this. While we're dealing with this particular problem, I can't say the name of it because YouTube will throttle it and derank it and hide it and bury it. I'm going to show you guys how to make some really, really simple fucking dishes. This is my chicken berry salad. It's very, very simple. Absolutely anyone can do this. I don't give a fuck if you've never cooked a day in your fucking life. This is all you gotta do. Get a couple of chicken breasts and dice them up into pieces. The size doesn't really matter, but I would try to aim for about a half an inch. But you don't have to be technical. You don't have to be precise. Just chop them up. Or if you prefer, cook the breasts whole and then chop them up after they're cooked. Now, I season this with a little bit of my all-purpose seasoning. This is a very simple blend of equal parts salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And now I'm going to cook this chicken till it's done. Chicken is done at about 165. Again, if you want to cook the whole breast, that is perfectly fine. If you want to chop it up beforehand, it does make the chicken cook a little quicker, but again, sometimes people have issues cutting raw meat. And I want to make this as accessible as I can for everyone. So, after you've gotten your chicken cooked and rested for a little bit, remember you don't want to have the chicken piping hot because you're putting it on fucking lettuce. Also, I made some bacon. I basically just did this by cutting up, just taking bacon directly out of the pack, not fucking with it, and then cutting it in about a half an inch piece, and then just throwing that in a pan. And if you stir that around enough, don't worry, it breaks apart, it comes apart, and you get some wonderful little bit of bacon pieces like this. And that's the first layer. You don't really need to season bacon that much because, one, it has a ton of salt. Two, it has a ton of flavor just on its own. I might have added, if you want to add something, add some pepper to it. Now, these are just some walnuts that I toasted up in a pan, and this is very, very simple. These are completely optional, too. If you don't have walnuts, don't worry about this. Salad will be delicious. But all you got to do for that is just grab walnuts out of the bag and throw them into a pan over medium-low heat for, I don't know, a minute, maybe two. This is just some cheddar cheese that I had in the fridge. Nothing really special there. It's just regular bag cheddar cheese. That's it. Just because we're all under quarantine and we're not supposed to go out, don't mean we can't fucking eat good. Now, these are just simple little berries. You can pick them up anywhere. I decided to go with raspberries and blackberries for this, but you can certainly fucking use whatever berries you like, especially depending on where you live in the country. Strawberries would be fine with this. I don't know about blueberries, but hell, you want to be adventurous? Go for it. Again, the berries are optional, but they really do add a nice little flavor to this. And again, at this time, I'm just trying to say anybody can cook at home. Do not be afraid of that fucking kitchen. Don't live off of DoorDash. And all I'm doing now is just taking wonton strips that I bought for like $1, putting them over this here little salad. You know, but don't be dependent on takeout. You know, use this time to actually learn to cook. And this is something so fucking simple. It requires zero skill, zero anything. And then I guess the rest is just a simple raspberry store-bought, actually, raspberry vinaigrette. And that's it. Done. And again, if you don't have a raspberry vinaigrette, balsamic vinaigrette, olive oil vinaigrette, Italian dressing would work just fine. Anyway, done.